What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to Subnautica. I have spent the past 2 hours preparing for this episode. We have quite a few resources, so every single one of these is full, minus that one. I've already started emptying it. The rest of these, all the way down to here, I believe. So these two are empty, or these 6, I guess, are empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of these are full. We did a lot of gathering prior to today's episode. Mostly all around Ghost Recon. And we're going to be putting these materials to use for another base upgrade video. I'm excited for this one. Hopefully our supports will decide to appear. That would be cool. There we go. Okay, I don't know why those take so long. I think the bigger our base gets, the worse that issue's going to become. But anyway, let me go over the changes we're going to make today, just out the gate. So, this area here, while yes, it looks cool, it's underwhelming for how large I'm going to end up making this base. So we're going to completely change this area. In this general direction, we should be able to clear this and expand this foundation out this direction a little bit. What I'm basically wanting to do is... Hold on, let me see if I can't get a better... Also, I don't know why all of our tools aren't on me. Oh yeah, I put them away to gather resources in mass. Because we didn't need tools for that. But anyway, our base looks pretty cool at night. However, just seeing the light from Cora down there, it's going to look way better with lights on it, I think. So we're going to be adding a lot more exterior lighting to the base. Probably not today, but eventually. And in order to do that, lighting takes a continual power draw. And so we need to make sure we have a continuous power source to provide for that. So what I'm wanting to do is add... My original plan was 1 more bioreactor. But I'm thinking 3 more bioreactors could be pretty sweet. Although I'm not sure. I really don't know. So what I'm thinking of doing, and I'm getting ideas as I'm doing this, so this might even change further. Yes, okay, we're going to change this further. So originally, my plan was to just extend this out by 1 and do another two tall multi-purpose room with another bioreactor on the top floor and connect them up on either 1 or both levels. But now that I'm seeing this, what if we do like a T compartment here coming this direction on both levels, do another one there, and then do another I compartment off that T compartment, and then do another what the heck was that? I was like right on the... That was bizarre. Anyway, let me go grab some materials and we'll start expanding this out. This is the plan for up here. Down here, I want to add, out of our moon pool here, add a L compartment and basically bring it out this direction, all the way almost to where, basically in line with this. So that way, whenever we bring our Cyclops over here, whenever Magnus needs to dock, we can kind of have sort of a, not a drawbridge, a gangplank, if you will, for the base. Just an easy access point, so we don't have to keep swimming down and up through the moon pool. I don't know, that might be faster, and I might end up still using that, but just for the sake of cosmetics, I'd like to have an actual kind of dock, if you will, for Magnus. It's gonna... I think it'll work. It should look pretty cool when it's all said and done. But let me go ahead and gather some resources for today. And let's get this going. Okay, let's see what we can't do here. We're definitely going to have to be getting rid of some things here, like the windows to start. And we're most certainly going to need to add some hull integrity or reinforcement. But let's start by expanding this out. Okay, perfect. I didn't even test this prior to this. And if this didn't work, this was going to kind of... not ruin, but severely hinder our plan. And why doesn't this work? Is it because we have a window that's partially That should work. I tested this piece, and it worked. Oh boy, that needs to work. Hold on, maybe I have to do that one first before I do this one? I'm not sure. I got it to work earlier, and our inventory is now full. Oh, it's because we have glass in our inventory now. Crap. Okay, well, let me at least get a... Did I ever finish this? No, I didn't. Let me at least get a tea compartment there. And that should at least get rid of some resources so we can finish getting rid of that. Do another tea compartment here. I'm thinking I want to do one on both levels. I'm not sure. But this should look pretty cool when it's all done. I'm thinking so, at least. Let's get rid of that foundation and try to add... Why can't I ever find foundation? Yeah, for whatever reason, that now works. Okay, cool. And then we'll do another one here. I wish the order you built things in didn't always matter as much as it does. Okay, and how do I want to do this? So if I were to add another multi-purpose room here, why isn't that letting us? Because that's kind of what I'm wanting to do. If I do one there, if I do one here, this will actually work better. Okay, so what I'm wanting to do is, I don't think I've explained this yet. With this base being our primary base, I want this to be a freaking work of art when we're done with it. I'm going to continue expanding it all the way down the cliffside. None of that's new. You guys have known that for a while now. But I want to have one of everything as far as plants go. So we're going to turn the lower level here, or actually maybe just make this one a little bit taller. I don't know, maybe add another one of these. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we're going to have probably both of these be bioreactors, and then let's go ahead and just add it here. And I don't think we need a ton of windows in a bioreactor room. I mean, we'll definitely be adding windows, but you can see our hull strength is going to decrease pretty significantly as we do this. So we'll have to go grab some lithium and head inside these newly created rooms and really beef them up. But that only adds minus 1.3. The beauty of doing this at pretty much sea level. It's so nice. If we add another one on top, I'm not wanting to. I just want to see what it would look like. Okay, we can still get away with it without it sticking out into the water. So we might end up making these 3 stories each, just to give some more height to this area and even further kind of tier the base as we go down. But let's go ahead and add one more on top of this, and then we should be able to add... I want to do an eye compartment, but I want to do glass, because this is going to end up being awesome when it's done, I think at least. And I don't believe we have the materials for this, but... or we do, just not on us right now. Anyway, so that's going to be kind of the look here, I think. Oh man, because this isn't really enough room, in my opinion. Hold on, if I, as much as it pains me, I kind of want to get rid of all these and play around with grow bed placement. But actually, no, hold on. We can add, yes, this will work, and this will work on multiple levels too. Okay, so if we extend this underneath and continue this all, that needs to go... We might have to remove everything we just did and get the foundation built first, as much as that sucks. That might be what we need to do. But anyway, what I'm wanting to do is kind of extend... Let's try getting rid of this. Also, this thing, it needs to stop. It's adding so many particle effects, and it's killing my frame rate here. Okay, there we go. So with this being the middle, I might even add one more on this side. Just to see what it looks like. Yeah, okay. So this is now... Let me kind of get a step back here and see how this looks. Whew. I didn't even mean to swim to the surface there. I originally had no intent of expanding the base in the direction that we currently are. But, oh my gosh, this thing needs to freaking move. Go somewhere else. I might have to kill it if I can. But now that we have all that, and heck, we might even bring it out one on this side too, just so this one is surrounded. That could be really cool. And I'm thinking we might do something like that. Just to have this be our total, like, greenery area. Oh, and I'm getting super carried away now, guys. Okay, what if we did this? Basically, have this be our middle point and double everything. So add 2 more on this end and extend the foundation out by another 2 and just fill this with plant life. Make this be, I don't know, maybe just our nursery like we originally had. Make it like 3 stories tall and do all of our indoor plants in that one. And then just have all of the grow beds out here. I think that could look absolutely awesome. Let me go see if I've got enough lead to even do this. And we might be doing that. I'm actually going to go ahead and say yes, we are. But we need to see how it looks first. So let's go gather some materials and get this going. Alright, materials in hand. I think this is going to end up working pretty darn well. I want to go ahead and add these glass compartments back in just so we can see what it's going to look like and if we're going to like that look. I really think we're going to, but I don't know. This is ambitious. Let me just put it that way. So we're going to add... Actually, let me just... Before I fully build these out, let me see how this will even look, if I'm even going to like it, before we spend all the time building those. We will need to do one more on this side. Oh, we need to connect this up first so it'll actually attach. We're going to be using quite a few med kits this episode, I have a feeling. Just due to this thing constantly. Ooh, crap. Hold on, that might not be the worst thing in the world. It's not wanting to snap for whatever reason. Maybe because it can't. What if I finish this one? Will it allow me to then? Preferably? That'd be cool. Please? No? Okay, so that is an issue. Not a huge deal. We can work around that. With this being the entrance, I might even remove that one and just make it... I don't know. And we're going to have a building here, so this should work? Okay, let me go ahead and finish getting these built and get the 2 more double-stacked multi-purpose rooms built, and we'll come back and assess how it looks. Okay, I kind of love how this looks, but we ran into one issue. So that same piece that prevented us from adding foundation is also the same piece that's preventing us from doing a lower level on this one. So I don't know how I want to handle that. It might be okay if we just do the upper level. I'm not sure. I'm really torn now. I think it would look so much cooler if we had another one, but this is in the way. I wish we could terraform this and make it go away. But if we had built our entire base up like 2 inches, this could clear. Hindsight is 20/20, but I'm not going to tear down everything and rebuild it. That's just not happening. But I do like how this looks, especially with the glass here. And then if we do a lot of glass in the middle, all the light will illuminate, and then we could strategically position some of the creepvine seed cluster plants throughout just to illuminate this whole area. I think that could be absolutely beautiful when it's done. But I do really like the look of this. Like, a lot. I don't think I want to do any more than that, and I think that would be safe to say I got a little carried away. And just to make sure we can't do one here, because if we could get away with doing... No, yeah, it still clips. Oh my gosh. The frame rate just goes bye-bye when we are in this mode. I don't know why. That's very strange. Huh. So then this basically doesn't serve a function. Huh, I'm thinking. What if we made these 2 sides not identical? So if we got rid of this whole eye compartment as well as this glass compartment and only made basically just to mirror these, if we were to get rid of this And then... what if we also got rid of these? Just so all the plant life is on the inside? Because then this won't look weird, like it's missing pieces. And if we do this... sorry, I'm just kind of thinking through this with you guys. Hopefully some supports respawn. I might have to rebuild this room, which I'm... oh, okay, or just partially deconstruct and reconstruct. And we should get supports, there we go. But yeah, if we do something like that, I think I can make that work. And if we make all of these 3 high, and then maybe do our... okay. I think I can make this work. I like having the middle one taller. I definitely do. And if we do one more... what if we actually did the middle one 4 tall, the rest of them 3? Then we'd have some sort of visual identifier. If we were to put, like, I don't know, a flood lamp up top, that's actually really cool. And hold on, can we put hatches? No, I was gonna say, that'd be really cool if we had a hatch up here that we could get into from up top. That would be awesome. Can we do a ladder from the top? Anywhere? Do I have to have a room on top of it? I'm gonna guess yes. That would be pretty sweet though. Anyway, I kind of like that. Maybe we could put a chair up here so we could sit and watch the rocket launch or something. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. I am a fan. That is incredibly tall, but I like it. And then if we were to add another multi-purpose room, basically all around the edge, then it would look a little something like this. And I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to connect up all levels of everything. I'm thinking I might. But then again, having just the one really cleans up the look instead of this. So if I were to remove this entirely, I think I might like it better. It gets a little busy having, you know, tubes on top of tubes on top of tubes. But if we did something like that, I think that's gonna work. And then just add a bunch of windows down the middle, and this could be all of our... I'm thinking we could fit 4 indoor grow beds per level, and just do all of the indoor plants purely for cosmetics. And then we could do our bioreactors on maybe the middle level of each. So we have 4 bioreactors in the corner. And then we could fill the top with fuel for the bioreactors, or even the same level. I'm not sure what I want to use with all this space yet. I'll probably do all this work off camera. Obviously not during this episode, because that's going to take me hours upon hours, and I don't have that kind of time right now. But I think this is going to work. I might eventually have to lower my graphical settings in the game to accommodate for how big we're going to make this base. But I think that's progress, guys. I do think so indeed. Part of me wants to extend this out by 1 now, just to have it be a little bit more prominent, but part of me also likes that it's in line with these. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see if we like that. Feel free to give me your opinions after we get this done here, but... and then get a hatch as well. And there we go. I kind of like that. It separates the storage into like its own thing. And now we have a more prominent entrance. It's a little longer, but we could also add, of course, another window here. So we can see out onto all the plant life, which I think is pretty sweet. I really like that. Ooh, and then what if we move these signs and did one sign there, because you can still read that at the end, exit and nursery, and make this into a window as well. Plus, our nursery is not going to really be that way anymore, so it's not going to make as much sense. But if we just line this side with windows, we can see out onto all the plant life. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Guys, this looks cool. Okay, we're gonna leave this area for the time being and go work on our other one. This area is gonna take, like, no time at all, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's get to work on this other section. We gotta do it from inside, though. I don't know why I was going there. I think I'd rather have this wall planter removed. I think that makes more sense. Pulling this one so that way we exit closer to base. So if we pull this one, we can add... Well, I guess that's the only part we have to do from the inside. Or actually, we might have been able to even do that from the outside. But anyway, we'll do an L compartment here, which will open that up and look pretty cool. And then we're just going to run I compartments down. And I don't want to... That's kind of cool that we could connect those, but instead we're going the other direction. I don't know why. That's cool to me. Okay, we'll get that. And then I'm thinking one more. I think. Actually, what if we made these two glass? Not with windows, but the glass compartments. That might be overkill. And we definitely need to add some reinforcement. So let me go take care of that real quick. Alright, much better. Let's go ahead and add one last glass compartment here on the end. And then I hope adding the hatch at the end of this doesn't add... I don't know, doesn't make it look too weird. Hopefully it doesn't. I was thinking it was going to add a little bit extra. But that looks really cool. I actually really like that. If you think of like any... Well, no. I was going to say, if you've ever been on an airplane, you go down the little jet bridge and it's all windows, but it's totally not. But I think that looks cool. It's all glass. You would imagine it's pressurized anyway, so it's totally fine. And so now, as soon as we get off Magnus, we come out here, we swim up, and just like that, we're already inside our base, and it's got a pretty freaking sweet view, at least of the base. And now that we have those that stick up so high, I think that's gonna look even cooler. I am a fan. Alright, so that takes care of the two major things I wanted to do this episode. Let me go ahead and add... And this is, I'm phrasing it like it's going to be something simple, but it's going to be incredibly resource intensive. Let me go ahead and add all of the bioreactors and windows to this whole area, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. Okay, just kidding. Kind of. I totally ran out of quartz doing that. I did not think I'd be adding as many windows as I am, and I only got through not even 2 of the 5 before I ran out of materials. So, another thing we're gonna add to this base, and screw it, let's do it now. I don't know where I want it yet, but we're gonna add a scanner room. And we're gonna max this scanner room out and completely exhaust the resources around us. Because this area has a ton of quartz and most prominently, sorry, I couldn't think of that word. Most prominently, the lithium deposits, which contain a lot of titanium and copper, which we'll be using, because we'll be needing to make a lot of copper wire for picture frames to decorate the base, and titanium, obviously, we've just used, you know, 6, 12, 24, 36, like, we used a lot, definitely. So, I want to add a scanner room, and I'm not sure where I want it, but I don't know. We shall figure it out. I'm thinking, what if we did it, and I don't know if this will work, but we've got this open space right here, and what if we were to do it here? I don't know if this will even work. I think it will. If we were to build that, will it connect? These scanner rooms are weird in that they never show how it would connect up, but we have everything we need. Let me just go grab some more copper, gold, and table coral, and we will get this thing built. Alright, that should be everything we need, and that should not connect up properly because this is not the right compartment. Okay, that makes way more sense now. So if we do a T compartment here, I might even do... Yeah, I'm gonna do an X compartment here, once I grab some resources, so that we can build an X compartment. The reason I'm doing an X compartment is the same exact reasoning as I had the T compartment facing the outside originally. It's just to break up this wall on this side. It's 3 pieces long. It's kind of a long stretch with no variation, so I want to maybe put like a vending machine at the end or something. Just kidding, that's too tall. But then we can also add, you know, like a window up top or something like that. Because I think those, I don't know, they break it up. They make it nice. I don't know why I was trying to get into this like I would a moon pool, but I totally just did that. Let's go in there and see what kind of resources this scanner room can find. I think it only picks up or allows you to scan for resources that are actually available. And I don't believe you can add anything to this room. I'd love to have a window here. Or maybe I can? Is that a thing? Hold on. I'm curious enough that I actually will remove another window from somewhere in our base. And just to try it. I didn't know you could add a window in that. And that might be attaching to somewhere else completely. But I am curious. Cool! I've always thought the scanner room felt way too claustrophobic. Now it doesn't. Sweet! Okay, so you can see this is so much more flat than our scanner room that we have in either location. But let's go ahead and upgrade this thing. Last episode, I think it was last episode, maybe it was 2 ago, I commented that, so there's a HUD chip, you can make another camera if one of yours breaks, and then there's only 2 other upgrades. Range and speed. Speed, I don't care about. I got patience. But the scanner room range upgrade is pretty useful. However, they stack. You can make 4 of these. Each one increases the range by 50. I actually had to look this up. I wasn't completely sure if they even could. But the base scanner room will scan 300 meters in any direction, I believe. I don't think it's diameter. I think it's radius from you as the center. And each upgrade gives you an additional 50. So now we can scan 500 meters in all directions, which is pretty sweet. And since we're needing quartz, and we can even scan for stalker teeth, which is awesome, and creature eggs. But limestone is going to just give us everything we could ever want. There's a ton of metal salvage in this area, which will really help our titanium deposits. But most importantly, for the time being, is quartz. And if we just watch this thing for a second, you can see a slightly underwhelming amount of quartz. I was expecting way more than that. Maybe the scanner is still working. It is not equipped with a speed upgrade. I sat there for maybe a good 5 minutes to let it scan. Anyway, we have the HUD upgrade on right now so we can see where it's all at. So let me go grab some of that quartz and we'll see how many more windows we can make for our base. And then, yeah, we'll reconvene after that. Okay, before we go check out all the new windows, take a look at this. So apparently I didn't give this thing near enough time. The nodes that we had, there's not that many more. I've also harvested a ton, so that's why you don't see as many. But the nodes that we saw earlier were all just kind of right here. There's nodes all the way out here now. And as I was out exploring, gathering them, new ones kept popping up. So I don't know how long this thing takes to do a full scan of its entire area that it can scan. But my goodness, it takes a long time. And you can see now like that the hologram portion stretches almost to the edges of the room in a circular fashion, which is pretty sweet. I just didn't give this thing enough time. But alright, let's go check out our upgraded window garden area. It's pretty sweet. Alright guys, I know this is not where I said I would meet you guys. I am almost out of time recording for the day. I've got to head to work here in a sec. But I'm out here grabbing all the quartz I can find while using our charge fins to charge up our habitat builder. And there's this giant pit, which looks pretty freaking sweet. It's not anything new as far as like a biome is concerned, but it just looks awesome. And it's like tiered. There's like a shelf up above us there. And things that are making me jump. And then down here it's It just looks awesome. And unfortunately, I don't have our scanner with us, so, I mean, I don't think there's anything new, but still, this is awesome. I might drown down here. I'm hoping not, but this is just awesome. And this looks like this cave system just keeps going, so I'm gonna have to turn around and head back up for oxygen. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm gonna end this one for today. I hope you enjoyed. I had fun. I always love these build episodes. They're a blast for me to do, so I hope you guys enjoyed them as well. But I'm gonna keep gathering quartz because those windows will not craft themselves. They are incredibly expensive, and I'm gonna still have to go add more reinforcement to the base. I went ahead and added, I think, 6 more things of reinforcement, not foundation, but actual reinforcement, off camera, and that's still not enough. So, anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I don't know if the next one will be a finished base or not. That's not all we'll do. I'll just showcase it if I'm done with it. If not, we'll continue on with whatever I have planned for next episode. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, as always, take care.